Well, good morning on day 45. If you are new to the channel, I'm Paul, and I'm just documenting my travel across Romania on the Via Transilvanica. It is already pretty hot. So I mentioned it being super hot yesterday, and it's definitely headed that way today. It did cool down last night, so that's a good thing. I noticed yesterday when I came out of the mountains that I have over 600 subscribers, so thank you all for that. And I have filmed a 600 subscriber bonus video. It's going to be about 3 pieces of backpacking gear that I would not want to be without out here, and also 3 other things that aren't gear per se, but 3 other things that I think are more important. But that'll probably be coming out around the same time as today's video, the day 45 video. So anyway, thank you all for that, and something to look forward to if you're interested in backpacking gear or actually doing some backpacking. Just get my thoughts on it. There are definitely, in any given thing, there's multiple perspectives and opinions, but just one person's view on things. So that last kilometer stone is right back there on that dirt road, and then the trail comes up that dirt road and it gets to the entrance to this little town here of Sumita. You can see the little welcome sign, and then the trail keeps going down the paved road right there. So it's kind of like hello Sumita and goodbye Sumita. I don't know, just kind of cracks me up. So I guess that's it. That's the end of Sumita, but it looks like a very, very quiet, very laid back little town. It's got a nice little playground there in the corner. So I'm walking on this little road and a guy just pulls over and he opens the passenger door and he's like, yeah, I'll give you a ride. And I'm like, no, I'm just walking. I'm walking on the Via Transilvanica. And he looked at me like I was just absolutely nuts to turn down a ride on a hot day. And here I am walking on the side of the road. But yeah, I'm committed. I'm committed to walk it. So yeah, why not take the ride? Well, I think when you start doing that, you know, at what point do you stop, right? When you start trying to bypass everything, and there's something about, I guess it depends on what you've set out as your goal. If your goal is to walk across the country, then you should walk across the country. You shouldn't be taking rides. Now, you don't want to be ridiculous about it. I mean, Kathleen sprained her ankle, and yeah, we hitched a ride about 4 or 5 kilometers to the hotel so she could get her weight off of it. We could assess the damage. So you don't want to be ridiculous about it. But yeah, I think once you start doing stuff like taking rides, and you can easily justify it, right? Oh, it's hot and I'm walking on the side of the road. That's not the safest thing. But I think you should commit to what you've set out to do, if that's what you've set out to do. At least that's what I'm telling myself. And yeah, who's going to know, right? I mean, nobody's going to know, but you'll know. And if you're passing yourself off as somebody who's done a thru hike and you haven't, you'll know you're a cheat. You'll know you're a fraud, and I don't think that's very good. In for a penny, in for a pound. I don't know if that saying applies, but it seems like it makes sense. Or like they say in the military, embrace the suck, right? I mean, there are parts of the trail that aren't as good as others, but I don't know. Sometimes you get little insights and revelations doing that part of the trail more than you do the beautiful parts. And the beautiful, you know, it's like you can drive to the edge of the Grand Canyon. You could just drive there and you can get out of the car and you can walk over to the overlook and you can look into the Grand Canyon. You know, and people that do that tend to have the attitude like, well, I mean, it's okay, it's a big ditch, you know, versus if you've hiked the, you know, the length of the Grand Canyon, or you've gone rim to rim, or you've done something like that, you've really experienced it. It's a totally different thing, right? So, again, that's what I keep telling myself. Because there's no shortage of people who want to give you a ride. In a country where the people are as generous and kind as Romania. So you have to stick to your principles. I had to show you all my campsite before I lose the light, but it's a nice one. I'll have a full view of the stars tonight, and I am headed into another national park tomorrow. So I'm headed somewhere in that general vicinity. Very cool. I am looking forward to that. Take care. God bless.